Hello everyone. Welcome to the SciEd School. Today, we will learn about the switches and how to configure brand new switches. Switches. Switches are layer 2 devices which interconnects the devices in the same network. They forwards and filters the layer 2 packets based on MAC address table. MAC address. A MAC address, Media Access Control Address, is a unique identifier assigned to a network interface card, NIC, in a computer or other networking device. It's like a physical address for your device on a network. Features. Unique, each MAC address is one of a kind. Hexadecimal format, MAC addresses are usually written in hexadecimal format, example 00:11:22:33:44:55. Can switches functions on default configuration? Yes, switches can often work on their default configuration. However, it's generally recommended to customize the settings to suit your specific network requirements and security needs. Performance. Depending on your network traffic and requirements, the default settings may not optimize performance. How to configure switches. Local configuration. Switches can be configured locally using console port and a compatible cable to connect PC and the console port. Remote configuration. A management port on a switch is a dedicated interface that allows for remote configuration and management of the network device. It's also known as a socket on a network device that's used for network management. We can see a Cisco switch in the picture. There is a cable connected to RJ45 console port. At the top of RJ45 console port, we can see a RJ45 management port for remote configuration using Telnet or SSH. There is a USB console port at the top of the switch marked in sky blue color. Types of cables used for console connection. Modern switches has USB console ports, so we can use a USB cable to connect from our PC to switch. Old switches has RJ45 console port, so we need to use serial to RJ45 cable or USB to RJ45 cable. 3 modes of switches. The 3 command line modes for Cisco switches are user execution or user mode. The first mode a user accesses after logging into the switch. This mode provides basic commands, such as system status and show commands. However, the switch cannot be configured or restarted from this mode. Privileged execution or enable mode includes all the commands available in the user execution mode, plus the ability to configure or restart the switch. This mode also allows the user to view the system configuration file. Global configuration or configuration mode, configuration of the switch takes place in this mode. Terminal emulator software. After the PC is physically connected to the console port, terminal emulator software package must be installed and configured on the PC. Through this software we can access the command line interface, CLI, of a switch. We can see in this topology that a PC is connected to a switch using a console cable. Now we will access the CLI, command line interface, using terminal emulator software on our PC. We are in user mode as of now. We can access MAC address table from the user mode. We can see that one PC MAC address is shown in the table as we have just one PC in the topology. Now we use the command enable and enter into the enable mode of the switch. In the enable mode, we can execute some commands like reload which will reboot the switch. After the switch is reloaded, we go to enable mode and then type config terminal command to enter into the configuration mode. Now, we type the command line console 0 to set a password to access the switch via console port. The next command is login, then we write a password for the console login. Then we use exit command to come out of the config line mode. Now we use the command host name to set a name for the switch. We can see that the host name is changed to Syed. We use exit command to come out of every mode. We can see now that the user mode now asks for a password that was set. We type the set password now to enter into the user mode.